Welcome. This is a short tutorial for the Object Distributor asset. The Object Distributor is intended to generate objects and prefabs procedurally on the terrain. You also have a brush which you can remove objects and add objects. You can also scale this brush. The first attributes are for iterating through the terrain with the separation distance and with the jitter to determining word position around this point. So it has no more variation. The following attributes are used also by the brush and also by the generated word positions. And these objects will be generated, and with this distance, so much objects, and it so often will be tried to instantiate these objects for performance reasons. The palm tree is disabled. It doesn't match to the other trees, and other trees have a selection weight from 1. That means they have 50% chance to be instantiated. The object itself have also additional settings. You can set the layer and the tag. You can define the layer on which they shouldn't be instantiated. You can set the variable scale. You can set a height-based scale. You can set a distance-based scale, and you can set a distance weight-based scale, which tends to be apply the scale more outside of the distance. Then you can also set the weight to the terrain normal. That means you can have on slopes, so this would be the normal, and you can have on slopes sloped trees, because it's more natural than just having a tree which is straight upward, or maybe by rotation variation parallel to the slope. So this is a very important feature for trees, for example. Then you have also rotation variations, and you can also select the mesh bounds or the collider bounds against which the other trees will be tested for collision. And you can also scale this bound to have a more dense forest, what I needed. So then you can also have a min and a max offset. So you can also have variations for the trees, and height variation for the trees, for example. In this case, it was not necessary, because it has not much impact. So this tree has no roots or whatever. And then the last feature option attribute is also very important. It determines for sloped for a slope height map instantiated game objects, how much deeper they should be, and this avoids trees over the terrain. So that means for each angel, steepness angel, this value will be additionally applied for the offset. So then you have also constraints, texture constraints, steepness constraints, height constraints. All these constraints have for all these constraints you can have more entries. That means you can check against more texture types, and the conditions between are end condition. That means all these conditions must be true. And that's all. Thank you for watching.